Another day, more DC Dual Force. Today though, we have a very budget-friendly deck, and I mean that because there's really not much top end in this, as there's no legendary cards, there's no one-ofs. It's pretty much just what you can gather as far as cards you probably already have. And I think that Might is going to soon rise and take its place among the meta decks, because Fitting Mentor is now a thing, and it makes everything run much more consistently, I believe. Being able to draw targeted cards is good in any card game all the way around, and I think it's especially good here in DC Dual Force because that way you're not drawing a bronze in the late game, because ideally you're drawing it out a little bit early, and that saves you from kind of getting locked, considering you only have 2 resources to deal with. You can only play 2 cards, so when one of the 2 cards you play is just like Bibbo on turn 6, you just feel sunk and like you can't do anything. So this deck really, I just threw it together, really hodgepodge of stuff. Again, I think it's super budget friendly, and it's going to be really good for doing a little bit of ladder climbing, doing a little bit of work. So we do have like the Blue Devil that we threw in here, and the Wildcat, and a couple of these cards that we do see some play, but are just so much better with a Fitting Mentor popped on the top of it, because every card is better with shield. Canopy is just a good card in general. Blue Devil with a shield on it is almost like guaranteeing you're going to get an extra silver to play with. We do put in the flexes, a little bit of 1 super strength just for a little bit of extra oomph if we need it, a Throne of Atlantis to kind of help with the fishies. We do have our Superboy stills, Metamorpho, a lot of pretty basic cards. I did throw in a Lobo just for some more silver beef, 2 Hot Girls to give us a little bit more draw, Hammer Throw, the Queen, top end again, just Power Girl. I threw in a super size just because I feel like most people have this card. It's nothing too crazy, but you can sub this out with another silver, you can sub it out with anything big. You could put in a Bartha, you could even put in a Nubia if you want. I mean, a lot of interchangeable parts here that you can use. The only big cards that I would definitely make sure you have in this deck would be like the Aquaman, because I think the extra free fish generation is really good, as well as Truth and Justice, just a strong card that can really win games and finish things off. Yara is good to have in there as she's a rare, and you can play her for cheap. There's a lot of cards in this that have over 5, especially if you drop some of these 3s and 4s and then you're managed to Truth and Justice. You can get a free Yara out just for nothing. She does have Aura, pretty good. So all in all, pretty solid list, really thrown together last minute, and we'll see if it works. Alright, Mono Might's back on the menu. We're gonna enter the Might meta now. Might meta. Alright, let's do it to it. This is quite a hodgepodge of a Might deck. No real direction other than hit them hard. We'll see if it works. I believe, though. Arguably the 2 best Might leaders, probably. Meta Aquaman. Wonder Woman. We're going to drop the Flex in front of Diana next round. So this round we're going to just drop this. We could even Steve Trevor the Aquaman next round if we need to. Your arrows and guns mean nothing to me. Wow, all that double just to get rid of that. It's quite a bit to give up. I don't know if it's right. Let's see what bronze we draw here.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Exhausted enemy, recruit. That could be good. We really tempo this out and go ahead and get our fish. Alright. It's a 5-2. We go for Joker first? Yeah. And we're just going to try to beat him down here. So we got the board. So we could have afforded to use both our hero powers there, our leader abilities, because we have board to trade with. So we're not afraid of what he puts down. We have the gap here. in our board. Luckily this went here. We have the gap here though, so that way arrow can't chain things together from the middle to hit all three. He has to pick a side, which is pretty good. That is pretty good. Draw 2 cards. That's meaty. The old still radar. Alright. Well, it would have been nice to mentor this out. We haven't really drawn any of our silvers, so it looks like we're just gonna have to play the Bibbo. But that's alright. Too bad he hasn't played anything on the board. I wonder if he'll play something this round with his silvers. He probably has something to give firepower, and that's what he was holding out on for. So he could have a pretty meaty turn here. It's the bat cycle. He's gonna use the arrow instead and see what he can get out. Yeah, the speedy. Okay. So the speedy goes into the Bibbo.
I've got an arrow for every occasion.
We can't play this arrow. That'll be at 1. That'll be at 4. That'll be 3. So that'll be lethal on the Joker. Unless he takes this out with the Joker. I guess he can just take this out with the Joker. That was a good spread though, as nothing died. And it doesn't really make his trades any different. He will get to take out Flex though. But that's still lethal on the Joker next round. And all we've done is play things on the board and hit face. But I guess he hasn't done anything. Makes it easy. Alright, Speedy, do your thing. Nice. Nice. Alright, good. I'm glad we got something to play here that we can buff.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Take out the Joker. Oh yeah, they can't handle the might. There we go. Now what is an arrow to do against such a foe? Ah. That's pretty good. Oh, and the Doomsday! Oh, I wasn't expecting the Doomsday to drop. Oh. That is actually kind of scary. Like, for real kind of scary. Oh man, we have to deal with that every round now. But I believe we're gonna do this to get the... I guess we can do this first, it doesn't matter, but we're gonna do this to get the extra fish, because next round we are gonna look to Truth and Justice our board.
I will turn the tide.
Excellent. So he can keep playing Doomsday every round. That's okay, because then we at least know half of what he's gonna play. And Doomsday is clearable, as it's only 4. We can't clear it forever, but we can clear it enough. Man, another bigger they are. Same turn twice in a row. Drops the Doomsday. Nope. See, that was good placement, because there is no adjacent thing for him to hit. So placement, board placement, very important. Oh man. So we could a better tomorrow and then a fitting mentor and double up, I guess. Or we just draw something, put it here. I don't know how much value we're gonna get out of this at this point, but we could get something that's just one more. But I think we do this. I think that's the right play. That'll work.
May the
Gives us
gods
a
grant
free
us their
thing to
favor.
trade into Doomsday as we continue to peck away his life. So next round, we use the 4 to pop the Doomsday. And then we Truth and Justice to get everything back. Hopefully we draw another minion, so we can get a little more value out of the Truth and Justice. So that'll take out Steve. And now it's really, we're just fighting Doomsday more than we're fighting the Arrow. I wonder why he's holding on his charges. That's a pretty good pickup. That's a pretty good pickup. So we clear the Doomsday. I think we go ahead and play a better tomorrow. Okay. Obviously we have to continue to clear the Doomsday and get him out of our way. Next round we will have both leader abilities and drop a Truth and Justice. Hopefully we can drop a bronze or silver back here, get a little more value. And we just keep plugging away. We do have him down to 10. And I'm totally okay if he just drops a Doomsday and uses an arrow every round. I think I'm okay with that. Because it costs resources. There's so much in his hand, too. At one point, Doomsday is not going to be the best play. But he might just be trying to exhaust us enough that we can't deal with Doomsday. Because if he does get a round where he can drop a Doomsday, we don't kill it, and then he drops 2 more things, we're going to be on the back pedal a little bit. Okay, put the 8 there. And then that takes out that. Okay. So definitely a little bit to get through. But it is doable. Okay, the anglerfish. Maybe we exhaust it this round. Or we just Truth and Justice. No, I think we wait on the Truth and Justice. Excellent pickup here. So that brings it to 5 and then 8. We put it up front and give it the extra 1/1 from Wonder Woman. And then next round, we hope he drops a Doomsday and we really go for it and try to finish him off next round. This is pretty good.
May the gods
We have the
grant us their
9.
favor.
Fuck. This deck is relentless. Got the 9. Man, he's going to have a huge, monstrous play if he wants to come back in this. I mean, a huge play. Doomsday is not the play. He's going to have to do a lot more than that. Yeah. Yeah, the Mono Might. Oh, the Might. Might meta.